Hi everyone, today's Friday Fast 4 is around writing content for the web. And so basically writing content for your website should be no different to writing content for any other of your communications channels, and that there's a very specific audience that you need to cater to. So the first tip is knowing who that audience is and thinking about what they want to know. So try not to make your website a dumping ground for your internal policies and procedures and staff newsletters and things like that, and keep in mind that your website is client facing or customer facing, and not a resource for communicating with staff or a channel to put every kind of organisational document on in the name of transparency. The second tip is keeping your content brief and meaningful. Web visitors are generally on your website to find a very specific piece of information. So rather than read your website, they're going to scan or glance at it. They're not generally there to linger or trawl through page by page. So it's important you keep that information succinct and meaningful to your audience. The third tip is expect visitors to arrive anywhere on your website. So when you're visiting a website or reading a website, it's not as logical as reading a book. We start at chapter 1, go on to chapter 2, so on and so on. So don't rely on your navigation bar to send your visitors around the website, but rather have a button or a link on every single page that directs people to where you want to send them. And the fourth tip, which is definitely not the least important, is make it easy for people to find your website. Lure potential customers to your web page by giving them the information that they're going to find most useful and that they are most likely going to want to know, which is how writing for search engine optimization generally works. So that's answering the questions that your customers will want to know, including links or phrases, links to relevant pages on your website or other websites, and using phrases in the text of your website that people are probably Googling or entering into other search engines. So that just gives more chance that they will end up on your web page as opposed to someone else's. So yeah, those are our Fast 4 tips for today. I hope you find them useful. Have a good Friday.